In our previous sessions, we have learned how to create a course in Moodle site, especially in GNMAO platform. Now we need to learn how to add and enroll users in your Moodle course page. So it includes two processes. First, you need to add your users in Moodle site. Then you can enroll your students in your particular course page. Remember, if you want to enroll your students in Moodle course page, first you need to add them in your Moodle site. For example, in your college, if there are 1500 students, you need to add these 1500 students first in your Moodle site. Then only the respective teachers can add students in their particular courses. First, we will learn how to add users in a Moodle site. Then we will learn how to enroll users. So there are three options for adding users in Moodle site. First one, by manual adding, you can add users manually one by one. Second option, generate password and notify user. And the third option, bulk action process using CSV file. We will discuss all these options here. First, we will learn how to add user manually. Here, I am going to my Moodle website rakeshsb.gnmao.com. All of you should type your respective site names there. So I am typing rakeshsb.gnmao.com without www. Click login. Type your username and your new password here. So I reached my Moodle page again. So for adding a new user, I'm going to the left navigation pane. I'm going to site administration. In the site administration, you can see users. So for creating courses, we used courses tab. Now we need to use users tab. So here you can see add a new user option. Add a new user option. Click on that. You need to remember one thing. For evaluating your Moodle assignment, all of you should create a common user with the username student. You can create as many users as possible as you desire, but you must create a common user with username student and with a common password that I will discuss here. This is to evaluate your assignment. We need to access your site. So that's why a common user should be added in your course page with username student. So I am using a common user here with username student. So type the username, choose authentication method manual accounts. So new password. The password must be F capital DP1234 hash. So you can see the password must be FDP1234 hash. So this is very important. You must add an user with username student and password FDP1234 hash with F capital. So using this username and password, the coordinators will access your site to assess the design you have made in the individual course page. So you must add an user with username student and password FDP1234 hash with F capital, and you need to enroll this user to your course page also. That will be explained in the next video. So this is very important. I am repeating, just add a user with username student and password FDP1234 hash with F capital. Then you need to provide first name as student, surname as demo, email address. You can provide a demo email ID. I am just giving student that gmail.com gmail.com. No need that, it must be existing. So select country, just leave it to your students. Students can edit this course page using their profile session. Then click create user. So these are the things you need to do. You must provide an username, then you need to provide a password, then fill these fields. So this is one of the limitations of this method, because you need to provide these details separately for each students. So this is a time consuming process. So in this way you can create an user manually in your Moodle account. You can create many users in this way, but here you need to create a common user with username student and password FDP1234 hash with F capital for evaluating your assignments, because here you are submitting the link of your Moodle site or your GNOME site as the assignment activity. So the coordinators will log on to your Moodle course page using this username and password to access the contents. So this is very important. You must create a user with username student and password FDP1234 hash. This is given as description in the assignment box. So don't forget to add this user and just enroll the user in your course page also. That will be explained in the next video. Now you can see the user you created is displaying here with first name student demo, email address student@gmail.com, and last access is never. This is why I told you earlier, through this Moodle platform you can monitor the progress of students, at what time they access their course contents, etc. This is not possible in other LMS. If you want to add another user, just click add a new user and just do all the steps which I mentioned previously. In this way you can add users manually. So the limitation is that you have to add all users manually with their usernames and passwords. Next method to add a new user is generate password and notify user. So I'm just click add a new user button again. Click add a new user button. This is the previous window. So if you use this generate password and notify user option, you can find here generate password and notify user. You just give the username of your user or of your student. No need to provide the password. The Moodle server will automatically send a mail to the concerned student showing their passwords. So here also you have to provide individual usernames. So the process is not simple. One thing is that it is not necessary to provide password. The password will be generated by the Moodle server and will be notified to the user. So for that, type the username of your student. I am typing the username as Rakesh. So I am using the option generate password and notify user. Now no need to type the password here. I am typing first name as Rakesh, second name SB, but here you should provide a valid email ID. Then only the server will send a notification to that correct mail ID. If the mail ID given is wrong, the student won't receive the password. So I am providing the valid mail ID here. So no need to change. Is leave to student create user. So this time the students will be notified with a mail highlighting the username and password. This is the another method to create a user in your Moodle course page. So here you can see Rakesh SB with mail ID has been added here. Then the student will receive his password and can enter into this course. or enter into this Moodle site. Next option is very important. Create uses using CSV file. Using this technique, you can add all uses in your college with a simple step. Just create a CSV file with the required fields. So this is the CSV file I have created for my MSc students. So I think you all know how to create a CSV file. It is simple. Just open an Excel. Just type these fields first. Fields must be, first field must be username, then password, first name, last name, then email. So this is very important. Don't change these fields or don't change the order of these fields. Just use the first field as username, then password, first name, last name, and email. Then type username. Then type a common password for all the students. First name, then last name as. So here I used BSc semester 5, which I just want to know in which sem the students are studying. So I am using the last name as BSc Sem 5. Then type their respective mail IDs. So after creating in an Excel sheet, if you want to create a CSV file, then file, save as what is comma separated values .csv file. So then you will get a CSV file. The important thing is that here don't change the width of the column. If you change any of these settings, it won't work. So leave the column width as default values. So in this way you can create a CSV file. So for creating a CSV file, you can circulate a Google form among students group and collect these fields: username, password, first name, last name, and email. You know how to get this Excel sheet from Google form and then save that Google sheet in CSV file format. It will look like this. So in this way you can easily create a CSV file. After creating the CSV file, we can upload the CSV file directly to the Moodle course page. So it is very easy to add many number of uses with this single step. So now I created the CSV file. Next I need to upload the CSV file to Moodle course page. We can look how to upload a CSV file to Moodle course page. For that, go to your Moodle course page. In your Moodle course page, don't click this add a new user because the option is not there. You need to go to site administration again. Go to site administration. Click the usage tab as we did in the previous case. Click usage tab. Here you can find upload usage, not this bulk user action. Sometimes you may confuse with this bulk user action. It is different. If you want to upload your CSV file, just click upload usage. It is there, upload usage. Just click upload usage. So it will looks like this. So next you can drag and drop your CSV file here. This is my CSV file. I drop that file to the prescribed box. So enrollment CSV file msc.csv. Then click upload usage. Upload usage. So you can find this much of students are being added here. Here also you can put some changes. Upload type. If you set this force password change, once the students log in the site using this username or password, the server will force the students to change the password. You can set these settings on or off. So the default value is it will set the force password change to all users having a weak password. So I am setting this one as none because the students has the provisions to change their password with his or her own interest. So I am putting this force password change to none. Then it must be entered by students after in their edit profile options. Click upload usage. So you can see The net result is 28 users created. One user skipped. This is just because that users not added already registered. Because this student is already in my website. So the user has been skipped there and the total 28 users has been created. So in this way you can very easily add your students in your Moodle site. So we learned now how to add users in a Moodle site. So the enrollment process is different. We haven't yet enrolled students in our course page. We just added students in our Moodle site. So the next task is to enroll these students in our course page. So I think this adding users using CSV file is the easiest way, because in other two process you have to spend more time to type the respective usernames or password. So adding users in CSV file is more convenient for you. Hope you understand how to add users using CSV file. Next we will learn how to enroll users in your course page. Before that, we need to click this continue button to finalize the process. So click continue. Okay, that users have been added. If you want to log out from this session, you just go to your user menu, click log out. Thank you.